Hello, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
I want to give you a compliment quickly and just say that in these two matches that you have just come out with a bunch of energy and you've looked fresh and proactive in your steps and in your play. So it's great to have you back on the pitch, and we love seeing you out there.
Thank you.
With all that you know about this team, what would be kind of your message to the fans at this point in the season? Because we know you guys are all, we heard from Kaylee just a moment ago that nobody's content. Everybody's working as hard as they possibly can. Just what's kind of your message to the fans here as we kind of wrap up June?
Yeah, I think we talked about it. I mean, we've had so many meetings and we've talked about so many different things, but I think tonight we talked about, what this crest represents. And we know that what we can make it what it's out to be. So right now we know this is not the results, this is not the play, this is not the quality, the effort. So it's really disappointing. But what I do know is that in hard times, the best teams will rally together, and individuals will look at themselves and see what they can do better. So, even for me, I'm not sitting here like, oh, I had a great game and great touches. I'm thinking of, okay, what can I do, and how can I help my teammates, and how can I help myself be the best I could be. So to the fans, I would say that's just some context of like what we're going through. But at the end of the day, like, we're playing for the city, for the state, and for the community and the fans. So having that belief, everyone needs someone to believe in them. So having that belief means everything to us, and to have the fans through thick and thin, it really means so much, and it's what makes a club special. So it's an honor, really, to be in their presence.
That was very nice. Thank you. If we could talk for a minute specifically about this match, what about Gotham made this one challenging for the Royals tonight?
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it, I really just think it's like our mistakes. I mean, obviously they're a great team, great players, ton of experience, but when it comes from our mistakes, that makes it even worse. And I do think we kind of handed the goals to them, conceding a PK, a cross, whatever. So, yeah, I think that's disappointing. And again, I think it's disappointing, but it's also something that we can learn from and know that, okay, we can control this. And it wasn't like a worldie of a goal or something like that. It's something that we could do better for the next one.
Mm-hmm. As you spent some time on the sidelines watching from a different perspective, what kind of things did you notice game to game? Things that, once you were back in there, you were like, I want to help us do this. What were some of those things?
Yeah, I think one thing is energy. I think, the girls are putting in a lot of work, but I do think there's a lack of energy out there, and I know that that's such controllable. And, it's one thing I take pride in as a player myself, of I'm going to work so hard, and anyone who knows me within this league or even watching this league is going to know that I'm going to bust my butt every single day and give everything I can. And honestly, it's like I genuinely love and care about the team so much and the success of this team. Like, it's not about me, and I'm very clear about that. And I think from sitting on the sideline, that was like a hard thing too, that it's like something I know I can help. So yeah, obviously I've only been in a couple trainings and just trying to increase the intensity and just put us in a positive direction.
What have you seen from Brecken over the last few weeks that has allowed her to break out in the way she has?
Yeah, I mean, she's a great player, and I think what she does well is what she's done for us, in these past couple of games. So it's really good to see her with full confidence. And yeah, I think it's also one of those points where, you can put a lot of pressure on yourself, but we just need Brecken to be Brecken, and then we'll be successful.
Injuries are naturally a pretty hot topic around this team. You just barely came back, and knock on wood, so far so good, the last couple matches, right?
Yeah.
But as somebody who's kind of gone through that process and watching, Kale come back tonight, and Amani's history with injuries pretty well established. I think she's relatively recent, I guess, coming back. Can you see this team getting healthier and maybe not just that, but getting better as they get healthier?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our medical staff has done a great job of just taking care of us. And even for me, I had such a wild injury. I broke my foot, had bone bruises, had a sprain. It was a freaking mess. And, they made sure that I had specialist appointments and just getting the care I need. And individually, I had someone I worked with, Ifaz, every single day, and he just genuinely cares about me and my health and my success, and really just helped me as a full athlete be my best self. He's gonna hear this and he'll be like, his head's gonna be so big from this. But no, but I'm grateful for him and Elise and Riley, and yeah, they really just like go the extra mile for us, and obviously that makes a difference in a club. And you know, to see people like Kale working back, Chloe, and obviously Amani, it's really awesome. And even Tatum going through ACL surgery, Alex as well. Just to see those girls and grind with them for the past couple weeks, honestly, like it's so hard, but to be surrounded by them was such a blessing, and just like reminded me of how much I love this game and how much more I have to give. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
All right. Thank you, Paige.
Thanks
Welcome
guys.
back.
When you win that.